I've been to a lot. Like, I'm going to a retreat next week. I'm going to be in Puerto Rico.
You're obsessed with
Um,
transformation and retreats. That's what you are.
I've been to a lot of them.
Okay. What's the one thing in all the retreats that you've been to? What's the one thing that retreat leaders are doing that detracts from the experience that you were really determined not to have in your event after being to so many retreats yourself?
I think one thing that can be a struggle is if a retreat planner is not very detail oriented. There are a lot of logistics that attendees need to disseminate information, dates, times, transportation. What do you need to pack? All of those things that people want to know so they can plan in advance. And if there's any anxiety or nervousness about traveling, that people can just feel like they are checking all the boxes and they feel prepared. And I think also one of the things that can be really wonderful about whether it's a retreat or a mastermind is the community and the connections that are formed. The relationships that you form with other people is always the most meaningful and the most impactful. Forget the content. It might not be why they signed up for something, but it is the thing that I think people remember.
When I look at like the Instagram posts of hosts that have come to Imaloa or have recently left Imaloa, very few of them, and some of the retreats are very content rich. But very few of them are posting about the contents. The content's important. The content gets them there. It deepens. It allows it to be a business write-off. I know you and I talked about, and and it's just stimulating and interesting to learn something new. But what people talk about is the people and often how they made them feel. That we're not going to necessarily remember what we said to each other or what we did to each other, but we'll always remember how we made each other feel.
Thinking about my own retreat in particular, right, which is for small business owners. If you don't have communities with other small business owners where you're actively talking about the struggles, it can be really isolating.
It's just very interesting to me, this idea of retreats being for small business owners from the point of view that so many of them are isolated. I don't think I've heard that stake in the ground before.